EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Michael Thomas.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd down and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9.
Mayfield on play action. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Zach Ball,
the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
from 17 yards out.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Throwing, Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. First down, here's White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And they're to be nowhere to run. He's battled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, it's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. On play action, now Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 3rd catch for him on his drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 2nd down and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. Touchdown! Taysom Hill from 13 yards out. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But
and Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the Honey Badger Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have got it on cruise control. In the second quarter and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First down, Mayfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Let's go.
Third and long for Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And some room to maneuver. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll go up the middle with White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. There he goes, left side. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway.
Alvin Kamara. He's to the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Saints extend their lead yet again.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Opting to run again here with White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints take the force fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cousins to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Cousins now on second down. This goes out wide from Madison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Here's Madison running left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action. Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Carr now on 1st down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 7. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What down?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Thomas will come in motion right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
White. Hey, 734. 93. That's it.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Madison will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Madison will go in motion left.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Play action now, Cousins. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Yellow.
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short pass.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Gets this complete to Shaheed. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
He certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they saw him a chance to put some points on the board.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it, and they do so right there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another carry now for Madison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jefferson going to go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw it is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Lutz will look to add the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
On 1st and 10, Cousins
finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That one covers 29 yards. First down. Running from the shotgun with Madison.
Down to about the 22 here.
The 71 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 22 now, here's second down and 3.
Cousins.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
Loose inside the 30. Chris Olave.
Touchdown. New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
88 yards.
And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and a lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges.